Stadium. My ally in the box for this match will be Matthew Richardson. Welcome, Richo.
Hi, Den. Absolute pleasure to be here with you.
Today's match between West Coast and Geelong. Only 5 minutes remaining. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it.
Greatest team of all. We are Geelong. We're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played. At home or far away.
Ready for the players. Only 5 minutes remaining. Round 5, and while it's still early doors, we're starting players launch into the first term.
To uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits, and then you've got to have the courage to blow past them.
Probing kick inside the 50. Studley marks it. Studley kicks for goal. The game officially underway now. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. There's the bounce. House with the football. He gets a kick out of the pack. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Cole decides to play on. He hand passes the ball. Bumps the pigskin. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Dowling kicks. Lecrack from behind. Picture perfect drop punt. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. The ruckmen battle it out. The bouncing ball is controlled. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. All eyes are watching. Shuey gets the goal from a long way out. The Eagles couldn't have asked for a much better start than this one. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. He gains possession. Just 4 minutes to go. Sheeb passes. Lecrack with the mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. The umpire will throw it in. The ball has been thrown in. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. It's hit the post. That's a behind. Geelong already trailing by an uncomfortable margin. Minangola has a fair kick on him. I expect him to roost this down the middle. He keeps his cool under pressure and kicks the ball out. Opportunity now for Hogan. 40 metres out. 45 metres out. Hogan steers the ball towards goal. Goal to the Eagles. The Cats will have to start putting in some effort if they want a chance in this game. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Dowling hand passes. Gio runs in, going for goal number 1. Yeah, just kicked it where he was aiming. He was aiming through the behinds, I think. West Coast have the early lead. It's always a good sign.
Meningola, it's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Slips through his fingers. He boots it. Shoot. Kicks the ball, has the mark all to himself. Hogan kicks it, plenty of space for a very easy mark.
Just 3 minutes to go. Don't take too long lining up the goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 50 metres out. It's in the air. West Coast get a goal. Studley kicks number 2. The Eagles have scored the last 4 goals. The Cats will have to start putting in some effort if they want a chance in this game. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Studley punches. Get it on the ball at the moment. Lang with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Strong mark by Eo. It's been intercepted by the opposition. McGovern slams it on the boot. A mark by Lacroix. 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. Chalk up a goal for West Coast. Lacroix sinking his first goal. The lead has been increased.
Lacroix, it's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Punched by Studley. He controls the bouncing ball. Lovely hand pass, hits the man. Gaff sends the ball on its way. Kennedy marks it, lining up the goal now. 40 metres out, almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Going for goal number 1. All eyes are watching. Kennedy goes goalward. It's through. West Coast have scored the last 6 goals. The Eagles with the ascendancy over Geelong, leading the match 38-0. A dead straight bounce. Studley directs it down. Geddick has the ball. Clean pick-up by Flickouts. His first possession. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Watts is a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. It's a mark.
The spilled ball is collected.
Advantage.
Passed by Studley. Hogan replies back. Kicks. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Almost a peg. 30 metres out. 35 metres out. Kennedy likes his chances for goal. Kennedy did well then. That's his second. This one gives them an even bigger lead.
West Coast are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Palms it down nicely. The ball in the hands of Jetta. Studley kicks. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Almost a peg. 45 metres out. Dowling with a fairly straightforward shot for goal. Dowling shoots for goal. It's going. Goal. Gets his first. The Eagles with a handy break, leading the Cats 50-0. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Deft touch from Studley. Gets the ball free. Hogan working so well with Chi. Approaching the goals now. Chi whacks one on the boot for goal. West Coast have scored the last 9 goals. West Coast with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 56-0. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. More bounce than a dodgy check. Studley hits it. She onto the ball. Gains possession. Black pummels him, but the kick gets away in time. Wang collects. Dishes it off by hand. Sends the Sharon on its way. A free kick paid for some off-ball trouble. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Blickad's a long way out.
West Coast were dominating in the air and the scoreboard reflects it. McGovern wants to play on. He decides to play it on. Rioli with handball. Shuey heads in for the goals. And the ball crosses over the boundary. And the umpire will throw it in.
Studley with first hands to the ball. Hogan picks it up. Didn't middle that kick, did he, Richard?
That's just a waste of a kick there.
Rattled the woodwork on the full. Free kick. Hit the point post. Out of bounds on the full. Studley nicely outclassing pass. The ball knocked up. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. West Coast lead Geelong. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Studley with first hands to the ball. She handballs it, approaching the goals now. It's in the air. It goes through from behind. West Coast fight 63. There could be a short option here. A kick to himself and play on in and well. Richo, how did you see the opening quarter?
Geelong need to think about making some changes before the game is lost. They should think about moving some forwards up to the stoppages, around the ground to congest the area and prevent the dominance we're seeing at the moment.
The first quarter ends with some high scoring on the board. Let's take a brief look at the stats.
The possession stats make a compelling case for West Coast. They're getting first use of the ball every time with possession at 84% to 16%. Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really close. Locked horns in the tackle contests, 2-1. The marking skill of West Coast has proved advantageous on the stats board, racking up 19 marks.
Thanks for that, Richo. There's the bounce. Daniel has the ball. Jams it on the boot now. Marked by... A wayward kick from Gaff. Gardner. Bumps the pigskin. What did they used to say at school? Butterfingers lets it drop. Sends the ball to open space. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be tossed in from the boundary. The ruckmen are locked in battle. Palms it down nicely. She has the ball. Puts the head down as he runs in. Oh, that was a brave shot. Good goal. 3 of the best he's putting on a clinic. This kick stretches the lead.
She can definitely get some power out of his kicks, but I think this distance here will test him.
Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Claimed by Studley. Puts boots a ball. A mark by Jetta.
Jetta, it's just a phenomenal mark. If I ever saw him drop one, I'll eat my hat. Jetta with the shot. It's hit the post. Tough break.
Minangolit will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Rioli just gauging which way that wind is blowing. The Eagles with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Geelong 76-0. He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Studley with the mighty fist. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Kennedy with only the open goals for company. The Eagles beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 77-0. Takes it well. Bumps the pigskin. Cockatoo has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Going for goal number 1. He holds his breath. That's a very well executed goal. Cockatoo getting his first right there. This lead getting bigger now.
Cockatoo's got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200 game player.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Studley with the hit. The ball in the hands of Jetta. The ball bounced favourably for Shuey. Kicks. Marked by Rioli. A short handball. Going for goal number 3. Gets the distance. That's number 3. The Eagles with the ascendancy over Geelong, leading the match 89-0. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Tapped by Studley. Daniel with a perfect drop punt. Marked by Gav.
Well, when West Coast were able to mark the ball inside their forward 50 so easily, it's no wonder they're leading this match. Geelong really need to turn up the pressure. Hand passes to the running man.
Gaff with his head down, running for home. Out of bounds near the goal. The ruckman hard at it. Studley knocks it down the field. Cockatoo has the chance to run one more to his tail. West Coast in front. I got to say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Cockatoo loves that. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce.
Studley just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. It hits its target, puts boot to ball. He takes the contested mark. Cockatoo taking aim. He kicks the ball. He gets boot to the ball. The Eagles get the goal.
West Coast leads the Cats 101-0. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Studley decisively. Jetta has the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. Cockatoo has it. He hand passes the ball. Kennedy slots the goal. The Eagles with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Geelong 107-0. The Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Studley gets onto the ball. Picture perfect drop punt. A nice
Played on. Barras slams the ball to his boot. Cockatoo takes the mark. He steadies now in front of goal. Cockatoo with the shot. It's going. Only 2 minutes to go.
The Eagles lead Geelong 108-0. We'll look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. Slams it on the boot. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Richard, you rate him for this kick?
Not a chance, Dennis.
You'll need a long-range boomer from here. Savage going for number one. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Picture perfect drop punt. Black wins the marking contest. He gives the ball a mighty roost. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Kicks it across the ground. Marks.
Look, West Coast have managed to rack up a big number of marks. It's easy to see why they're leading this match. We're at the 92nd mark. Good mark. He gets boot to the ball. The mark will be paid. Studley taking aim. Studley goes for goal. The ball's up. Wow-wee, what a huge kick. West Coast lead.
The Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Big thump from Studley. Something has gone on behind play, and there will be a free kick. Lang feeds it wide. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Oh, he's given that Torp an almighty thump. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Kicks. Nice work from Rioli. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
He should kick this.
Rioli drives the ball towards goal. Look at that. He's put it through. Rioli gets number 2. The Eagles in front. All is in readiness. Nice bounce. Studley gets onto the ball. Deft with the ball. Lovely hand pass. Hits the man. There'll be a free kick here for something that obviously happened behind play. House with the kick. Great mark over the pack. Sheen kicks it to the square. Gaff soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Lovely drop punt. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Cockatoo has his head down now. West Coast leads by 126. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Good bounce. Studley with the hit. Lecrac with the football. Studley feeds it wide. Out of bounds near the 50. Gets boot to high. Takes it well. Inside 50 kick by Gav. Now that miss could prove costly. West Coast lead the Cats by 127. Looks like he's going to go long. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the second term. The score's West Coast 127 to Geelong 0.
How you respond to the challenge in the second half will determine what you become after the game, whether you're a winner or a loser.
Let's check out the stats.
The Cats have a score that reflects their stats. Not good.
Cheers, Richard. This match can be described like seeing your grandmother in fishnets. Unexpected. Second half.
You can motivate by fear and you can motivate by reward, but both those methods are only temporary.
Watt sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Kicks it across the ground. She alone for the uncontested mark. Lobs the handball. Looking for another goal here. Cockatoo goes goalward. It's through. 4 goals and no sign of stopping. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
Cockatoo has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Studley with the punch. He's got the footy in his hands. Slams it on the boot. Blair grabs that one. Kicks. Marks. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Kennedy hammers the ball for goal. The Eagles beat Geelong 149 to 0. He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce. Studley with the hit. The ball in the hands of Chi. He kicks quickly. Shuick with an easy mark. Chips it down towards half forward. Marks. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Distance could be the problem. Going for goal number 5. Studley prays to the gods of football. The Eagles leads by 145.
West Coast have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
Studley with first hands to the ball. Gains possession. Handballs. Hogan heading in. Watch his style. Strong mark. Rioli picks it. Kennedy picks up the bouncing ball. Has it now. Hand passes. Chalk up a goal for West Coast. Kennedy making the lead bigger. The Eagles fight 151. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Punched by Studley. Takes possession. Kicks. Hogan enjoying a height advantage. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. A chance to add one more to his tally. Hogan with a massive goal. West Coast leads by 1. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. House didn't even get close to that tap. Booted by Chi. Studley gets the upper hand. Lobs the handball. A lovely drop punt. The ball kept alive. Something has gone on behind play, and there will be a free kick. Kicks it across the ground. Cole swords over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses.
Cole, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Kennedy lining up with the goals. Kennedy shoots for goal. It's in the air. Kennedy, wonderful goal.
The Eagles in front. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Has it now. A short handball. Now he wants it back. Approaching the goals now. Takes that one strongly. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. That's a bit of bad luck with West Coast beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 164 to nothing. Menengola plays on. Over the years, he's forged his reputation on courage and smelling salts. No way he'll come back after an injury like that one. A spearing kick from Menzel. The ball is kept in. Something has gone on behind play, and there will be a free kick. Sends it on its way. Ball heads out of bounds. The umpire will launch it in from the boundary. The ruckman hard at it. I think he just wants attention. Approaching the goals now. A mark by Kennedy. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine which you have to think about. 20 metres from home. Goal for Kennedy. The lead has been increased. The Eagles fight 170. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The ball is bounced. House. Timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. He lays off the pass. McGovern wants it back. He's heading for home. A nice uncontested mark for Kennedy. 15 metres out. Sends the Sharon on its way. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Kicked short. Waiting for some men to free up down the field. Going for goal number 1. Never looked like down the field. West Coast leads by 171. Counting down, we've hit the 92nd mark.
Guthrie really wears his heart on his sleeve. That's a mark. He slams that on the boot. Darling really forced to earn that mark. He steadies now in front of goal. Darling with the shot. Darling, he has sunk that from a long way out. The Eagles are in front.
There's one for the time capsule. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. House hardly provided a challenge. He's got the footy in his hands. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Rioli running in, about to kick. West Coast beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 183-0. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Is in his possession. She slams it on the boot. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. She's running hot, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. I've just about run out of things to say about his performance. I'm just going to watch and enjoy this display.
The Eagles play 184.
Guthrie is a pretty decent kick of the footy, but you can always be better. The ball is scooped up.
The umpire will give us another ball up. Able to grab it on the half volley. She taking a chance at goal. West Coast with the ascendancy over the Cats, leading the match 190-0.
West Coast has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Geelong. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. House timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Rioli has missed it. West Coast in front.
Guthrie has a lovely kick on him. If he can utilise that in heavy traffic, he will become crucial to his team's finals ambitions. Sending it on its way. Good hand skills there. Kennedy putting his head down as he runs in. The Eagles are really looking the goods with the lead over Geelong.
The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. First hand's important. Black with the ball. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Puts boots the ball. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Hand passes. Back to Studley. Probing kick inside the 50. Stuck the mitts out and held on. So he followed his career for a while. Could he kick this?
Not a chance, Dennis.
Goal from a long way out by Glenn. That's his first. And that puts them further in front. Richo, what do you think about the quarter we just watched?
Geelong will need to lift for the last quarter and remember that the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret.
Lots of points scored during that third term. The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Time to see if there's anything interesting in amongst the stats.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. The Eagles are slightly ahead with 7-2. It appears West Coast have the upper hand in handballs, leading with 56. The Eagles with a massive 1 great tackle gave her no chance. 5 kicks leaving Geelong in their wake on 24.
Enlightening, Richo.
Even when you've played the game of your life, it's the feeling of teamwork that you'll remember. You'll forget the marks, the tackles.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Goes by hand. Gets the kick off as he's taken down by Kennedy. They're letting their opponents off the hook with kicking like that. West Coast are in control.
Meningoli. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Cockatoo marks the ball. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Cockatoo goes for home. Cockatoo has slotted it through for a six-pointer.
There's one for the time capsule. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Studley with a big fist on it. Sends it on its way. Smothers it, gets the loose ball. Dio clearly doesn't get enough attention. He runs into the goal. Chalk up a goal for the Eagles. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
West Coast have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. House, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Choose to kick it. Takes that one strongly. Opportunity now for Daniel. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. The ball is slammed towards goal by Daniel. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. If this game were being played on water, West Coast would be walking on it.
Daniel can be forced onto any side and he's still just as competent.
The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Great bounce.
West Coast have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. He kicks the ball. Gaff with an easy mark.
Sends it on its way. Takes that one strongly. Played on. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Couldn't stop in time right there. The umpire will throw it in. The ball has been tossed in. Studley nicely outclassing pass. Rioli approaching home now. Rioli taking a chance at goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Gains possession. Hits the running man. Chips it down towards half forward. Lecrack over the top. Jams it on the boot now. The kick just clears the line for a goal. The Eagles are in control of this game. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Studley with the tap is in his possession. He boots it from the pack. Kennedy gets the mark without contest. 35 metres out, 40 metres out. Kennedy takes a shot at goal. Kennedy slots the goal. This one gives them an even bigger lead. It looks like West Coast have this one in the bag. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Studley thumps it forward. Heads up the corridor. McGovern claims the ball. Heads up the corridor. Passed by Barras. Jams it on the boot. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Hawkins heading in. Watch his style.
Out on the full.
Cole kicks hard along the boundary line. The contest, no match for him. Picture perfect drop punt. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Handballs. Kicks it across the ground. Kennedy enjoying a height advantage. 50 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking a shot from about 30 degrees. 60 metres out. Shot by Studley. It's going. Goal from a long way out by Studley. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce. Studley gets the tap. Rioli comes away with the ball. Blair with the running catch. He just can't get out of the action. Going for goal number one. That's a very well executed goal. They increase their lead. That could be the final nail in the coffin. I got to say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Celebration time after that one for Gaff. The Ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Studley thumps it forward. What was he thinking? Gets the ball free. Puts the head down as he runs in. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Minangolo sends the ball on its way.
It's no wonder the Cats are falling behind with a marking count like that. If they don't start getting into the contest and start taking some marks, this game will be lost for them. Savage puts his boot on it. Rioli with the ball. He boots it. There's no contest to that now.
He kicked that one like my wife would. Couldn't stop in time right there. Kennedy comes off like a dinosaur enjoying climate change. The clock ticks down. Only a minute left. Blair with the running catch gets the loose ball. The umpire will give us another ball up. Studley really gets onto this one. Blair has the chance to add one more to his total. If this game were being played on water, West Coast would be walking on it. Plays on. Hastily kicked. Pointless attempt by Daniel. He shows the quick hands. Approaching the goals now. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Tapped by Studley. McKinnon gets a less than pretty drop punt away. No, that's just giving the ball away. Snicks the ball away in time. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. Approaching the goals now. McGovern going for number one. Goal. If this game were being played on water, the Eagles would be walking on it.
McGovern has such a sweet kick on his wrong side that you can't tell it's his non-preferred boot.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Cleared by Studley. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Perfect timing from Selwood. Selwood sends one up towards the wing. Nice mark there. Kicks it across the ground. Lecrae claims the ball. Good as this guy is the most likely to kick the goal in the side. A risky proposition from here. We'll need a big kick to make the goals. Lecrae gets the goal with an ambitious kick. This lead getting bigger now. Lucky we have that goal recorded because it was first rate. Listen, here's the thing. This game is over before it's done, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided.
Geelong not offering the challenge.
Scores at West Coast 2-71, Geelong 0. Well, we're Joe. It's been a fun match. We've enjoyed that one.
Thanks, Dennis. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Until next time, goodbye.
We're flying high.